Every pro sports league has a glamour team. The New Jersey Generals hold that distinction in the USFL. The reasons are simple. Two exciting recent Heisman Trophy winners named Flutie and Walker. Averaging 131 yards a contest over the last 5 games, Herschel Walker has been near unstoppable. Against Houston 2 weeks ago, Herschel set a league mark by rambling for 233 yards, including this USFL record 88-yard TD sprint. Rookie Doug Flutie has had problems through the air, but last fall's Heisman winner has continued to spell trouble for the opposition with his running ability. Doug has dashed into the end zone 4 times. The Doug Flutie-Herschel Walker Heisman duo has not been the only cause for New Jersey's recent on-field success. Along with an improving defense, the Generals' offensive line has come on to help the New Jersey Generals win 3 of their last 4 games and continue on the path to a second straight playoff appearance. The Memphis Showboats started out like a house on fire. Pepper Rogers' boats won 3 straight. Then the roof caved in and they lost 4 in a row. Memphis broke the pressure of that horrendous skid Sunday against Baltimore in overtime, 13-10 at College Park. Alan Duncan, back on the boat's roster after being cut 2 weeks ago, booted a 35-yard field goal for the second Memphis victory of the season against the defending USFL champs. Tonight, in front of a big crowd at home in the Liberty Bowl, the boats hope to continue to steam straight ahead past New Jersey. It's Magic Flutie night here at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis as Doug Flutie and the New Jersey Generals visit the Memphis Showboats. Both teams hoping and pointing to the playoffs in the postseason. Hi, everybody. Fred Manfra here in the Mid-South in Memphis. News today out of the Big Apple of New York. USFL Commissioner Harry Usher recommending that the league continue on with the proposal to play football in the fall of 1986 and discontinue springtime football. Tonight, we have football of the springtime variety and a pretty good game, Marv Levy. The New Jersey Generals against the Memphis Showboats. New Jersey finally playing the type of football that its coach, Walt Michaels, wants them to play.
They certainly are. It's a balanced attack, and balance to Walt Michaels means run the ball first, set up that play-action game. They have been running tremendously effectively the last few weeks. As a result, Doug Flutie has cut down on interceptions, is throwing key passes at the right time, and is developing as a pro quarterback.
Midway in the season, the rookie quarterback Doug Flutie is continuing his education as a professional quarterback.
Yes, he is, Fred, and he's going to get quite a lesson in that education tonight, or an opportunity to respond anyway. Memphis, 9 games into the season, is the first team that the Generals have faced this year who blitzes a great deal of the time. He's going to have to read those blitzes, a difficult task for a pro quarterback. But he will be able to find out tonight how he stands up against those blitzes, and so will we and the viewers.
Most teams this United States Football League season have kept their checkbook locked away tight in a vault. However, the Memphis Showboats have been writing those checks when they think it's necessary.
And it became necessary after they lost their 4th straight game a week ago. Owner Billy Donovan asked Pepper Rogers, "What do we need to be better?" Pepper told him a left tackle. Steve Earhart, the general manager, went out and signed Luis Sharp from the St. Louis Cardinals, one of the premier tackles in professional football. He'll be in the starting lineup tonight.
So tonight will be the New Jersey Generals against the Memphis Showboats. Here in Memphis, Tennessee at the Liberty Bowl, if during the course of the night you hear a strange sound, the locusts have not landed, the geese are not here. It's Magic Flutie night. 40,000 kazoos have been given out, and you'll hear them throughout the night. Perfect night for a football game. Couldn't ask for a better evening. Maybe a bit of a breeze that could affect the play a little bit later tonight. Walt Michaels of the New Jersey Generals in here, knowing that they could get a very tough test before this big crowd anticipated at the Liberty Bowl by the Memphis Showboats. Pepper Rogers had a smile on his face last week at College Park as his team broke that 4-game slide against the Baltimore Stars, a tough football team. So Pepper Rogers and the Showboats have several things they have to do for a victory tonight, Marv.
Well, first of all, New Jersey has to be able to run. It sets up the play-action pass, and that's the way they'll move it. If they do that, they'll break a big play. They have to contain Walter Lewis. Memphis must control the New Jersey running game. Quite a task. They themselves must control the ball so that New Jersey gets impatient and goes away from the running game. And Memphis must do what they haven't done well this year, protect the passer. 33 sacks for the Memphis Showboats this year.
Now Roger Ruzek will be kicking off for the New Jersey Generals. And back deep for the Memphis Showboats will be Henry Williams, who has 4.3 speed. He can pick him up and lay him down. And you can see he is ready for a football game tonight. They're anticipating between 40 to 45,000 here at the Liberty Bowl for the contest. The fans are getting into the game. They're getting on their feet. And we're ready for kickoff at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. Of course, two running quarterbacks tonight. Two quarterbacks who have that great ability to run in Walter Lewis and in Doug Flutie, the Heisman Trophy winner. And of course, there's the big guy for the New Jersey Generals who won the Heisman Trophy a couple seasons ago by the name of Herschel Walker, who has really come into his own as a professional running back. So Ruzek is prepared, and we're about ready to start this football game. It's underway. Williams will watch the ball go through the end zone, and it'll be out at the 20-yard line for Walter Lewis and the Memphis Showboats. On the offense for the Memphis Showboats, we have wide receiver Derek Crawford. Louis Sharp in his first game after signing last week. Tyrone McGriff will be at left guard. Sharp, of course, plays tackle. The center is Larry Rubens. The right guard, Ken Smith. Right tackle, David Huffman. The tight end, Gary Shirk. Flanker is Greg Mosier. Quarterback, Walter Lewis, as we mentioned. The running back, Sidney and Spencer. Splitting wide to the left side is Derek Crawford. 6 catches last Sunday against Baltimore. Jumping off right away, looked like David Huffman firing through. We'll wait for the official to give us the call.
Ball start. Offense.
I think it was number 56, Huffman, a little bit anxious to play football. Defensively for the New Jersey Generals tonight, James Lockett will be at the left end. The nose tackle, Frank Battier, is replacing Tom Woodland, who had arthroscopic surgery this week. Jim Byrne is the right end. The linebackers, Weddington, Clemens, Borling, Leopold. The left cornerbacks, Kerry Justin. The right cornerback, Holmes. The strong safety is John Preston, and the free safety is Gregory Johnson. Of course, Jim LeClaire retired a couple of weeks ago, a key linebacker for the New Jersey Generals. Walter Lewis on the 1st and 15 following the 5-yard penalty. Spencer maybe to the 16-yard line. And that'll be it for Tim Spencer. John Preston, the strong safety there to tackle the former Buckeye from Ohio State. As you can see, the stats not very good for Timmy Spencer, considering the 2 previous USFL seasons, a 1,000-yard rusher.
He's come off a very serious injury, however, Fred, and it takes time. He has to get his confidence. They're sticking with him, playing him, and I think he'll come along.
Just a 2-yard gain. It'll be second down and long yardage for the Showboats in their own 16. To the 23, maybe the 24-yard line. Check that, the 21-yard line. Timmy Spencer again is Emmanuel Weaver, the nose tackle, making the tackle for the New Jersey Generals. Looked like Spencer just squirting through that time. Call it 3rd and 8 now for the Memphis Showboats in their own territory at the 22.
That 5-yard penalty before first down was even snapped really hurt them, forcing them to be very conservative deep in their own territory.
And of course, it seems that Memphis on 3rd downs have that long yardage to go, and they have 8 to go this time. Flag again. So the flags have flown.
False start. Number 68. Offense.
That's Tyrone McGriff charged that time. I think it could be just over anxiousness.
Yes, I think so. We'll get another look at it. McGriff just goes. There's no sharp count. It looks like it didn't even look like Lewis was audibilizing. I think he just wanted to take off fast. First time he saw a 4-man line, it was a nickel situation. He had a man on his nose. They had a run the way he fired out. It wasn't a pass.
Now some confusion as to who's supposed to be on the field, whether it's Gerald Bradley or whether it's Mark Rao or Gary Shirk. Shirk stays on. Shirk at tight end, right side on the 3rd and long. Spencer, the blocker in front, cuts back. Spencer shy of the first down. He had to get to the 30-yard line. He was tackled again by the strong safety, John Preston. Punting situation for Bob Brupp. And tonight we have an interesting story with the punters. Brupp last season punted for the New Jersey Generals, while Partridge, the punter for the New Jersey Generals, punted for the Memphis Showboats.
Like I said before, what the guy at the next table orders always looks better than yours. Just made the change.
Danny Knight was deep for the Generals. Knight standing at the 34-yard line of New Jersey, kicking into a bit of a breeze is Rupp. Gets it away. Wobbly kick. On the run is Knight, and then Knight is banged down at the 46-yard line. So we have 12:38 to play in the first quarter. No score in the ball game between the Showboats and the Generals. That young man, number 22, Doug Flutie, will lead the New Jersey offense. At wide receiver, he'll have Walter Broughton. The other wide receiver is Clarence Collins. Left tackle, Doug Mackey. Left guard, Vince Stroth. Kent Hull, a fine center. Right guard is Wayne Harris. Don Maggs is the right tackle. Maurice Carthon is the fullback, and number 34, a man we'll see an awful lot tonight, of course, is Herschel Walker. And when you say Herschel Walker, a lot of coaches just shake their head and shudder.
That's what I was doing.
First possession of the night for the Generals. Of course, no score in the football game. Flutie on the bootleg. Now he sets the throw. Down with the pass. Incomplete. Broken up by Mike Fox. Intended for the tight end, and Fox just turned around to break up the play. Mike Fox, a third-year pro from San Diego State, and we'll watch it again.
They faked that toss, or that handoff, I should say, to Walker in the first place. Start with the bootleg, and when he boots, he's looking for the tight end. Bussey had blitzed that left Mike Fox man-to-man on the tight end. Fox came up with the key play on it.
And Sam Bowers was denied the football.
When the strong safety blitzes, he can't cover the tight end, of course.
And now we have a flag. So the ball is brought back. And we've had a lot of flags. You can see that Walt Michaels not very happy with that, as an ineligible receiver was downfield for the New Jersey Generals.
Both teams very anxious to start their both offensive series with penalties.
2nd and 20 now for New Jersey. Walker, very little yardage. Herschel still fighting to gain some more, but he was stopped by Steve Hammond among the many tacklers for the Memphis Showboats. Left end tonight for the Showboats, we have Sam Clancy at right defensive end, Calvin Clark. The nose tackle is Reggie White. The linebackers are John Corker, Carlton Rose, Steve Hammond, and Mike Grant. Cornerbacks, Leonard Coleman and Mossy Cade. Strong safety is Barney Bussey, a man to watch, and the free safety is Mike Fox. No score in the football game. 11:27 to play in the first quarter. Flutie will operate from the shotgun on the 3rd and 17. Over the middle, the pass complete to Walker. Nowhere near the first down yardage. He's going to be shy by about 11 yards, meaning Rick Partridge will come in. Steve Hammond made the tackle, and Rick Partridge, who did not punt one time against Portland last week, will have to exercise his right kicking foot tonight on the very first possession for New Jersey.
Memphis was in a nickel defense. They dropped everybody very deep and invited them to throw short underneath and converged to make the stop, force the punt.
Henry Williams is the deep man, standing at the 15 for Memphis. Partridge kicking with a bit of a breeze at his back. Long count. And here comes the run. And it's blocked. It's going to be picked up by the Memphis Showboats. It appears at the 48-yard line. Mike Grant was in there like a flash. Mudcat Grant there. You can see he is excited. Let's watch it again.
Here we see it again. Partridge taking the ball. 1, 2. Took 2.5 steps. A lot of heat. We had been told this morning by Walt Michaels that they were going to try and put a lot of pressure on Partridge. Apparently they felt he gets the ball away a little bit slowly. That certainly paid off.
Okay, that blocked by Anthony Parker. So it's first down for the Memphis Showboats in New Jersey territory. Spinning away is Spencer. Spencer with the drive and the desire to the 40-yard line. 8-yard gain for Tim Spencer.
Of course, I followed that up. It was Pepper Rogers who said that they would put the heat on Partridge. The switch of the two punters, of course, a little bit confusing, but I wanted to clear that up. Memphis putting the heat on, blocking the punt.
Tim Spencer, no ill effects from the bad ankle of the preseason. Driving forward. Here's the gentleman who recovered the fumble for the Memphis Showboats, Mudcat Grant. Spencer again. Spencer with the first down to the 37-yard line of the New Jersey Generals. James Lockett, the left defensive end for the Generals, stopping Tim Spencer. Lockett from Missouri.
Showboats at this stage of the game seem very determined to be giving that ball to Spencer a lot. 5 carries already, very early in the game. And the only way he's going to get in shape is to have him work. The only way he's going to get his game legs back under him.
1st and 10, the ball resting at the 36-yard line of New Jersey for Walter Lewis and the Memphis Showboats. Don't score the football game. First quarter. Timmy Spencer bangs into the line. Stop there. Mike Weddington, Kyle Borland also there, the linebacking corps for the New Jersey Generals.
Here's Spencer, a single back. There are 2 tight ends in there. They're giving the ball again, the 6th time already in this young quarter, but the middle is jammed up pretty well on that play, and he's stopped. They've shown a pretty good indication who they're going to be giving it to and where they're going to be sending him, and of course New Jersey was ready for that one.
Gain of 1 for the former Buckeye, Tim Spencer. Back split in the backfield. Harry Sidney along with Spencer back there. Lewis to throw. Rifles the pass, incomplete, intended for Greg Mosier down at about the 23-yard line. Now again, 3rd and fairly long yardage for the Memphis Showboats, the position they don't want to be in on that 3rd down.
No, they don't. They prefer being in it on this part of the field, however. They're in that plus 35-yard line. The first down run didn't work. Of course, it sets up passing situations after that. They figure they get 2 chances to throw and try and pick it up or at least get closer for a field goal.
You can see the disparity, the difference between New Jersey and Memphis on 3rd down opportunities. Lewis to throw again. Rifles the pass. Caught by Mark Rao, the fine tight end, but it's going to be shy of the 1st down.
Well, it's certainly forcing a field goal situation here, and here comes the reincarnated Alan Duncan back in the game, added to the team after being cut for 1 week and helped win the game for Pepper and the Showboats a week ago.
Well, the Showboats, during the time that Duncan was off the roster, allowed him to practice, allowed him to work, and it paid off because when they needed somebody, he was available. He replaced Chuck Bushback. So Duncan will be trying a 46-yard kick into the bit of a breeze. The high kick, heading to the uprights, and it is no good. So Alan Duncan misses the try. We have 7:15 to play in the first quarter. The Showboats and the Generals deadlocks, 0-0. The New Jersey Generals will have the football when we return. Clooney with the eye behind him in the backfield on the 1st and 10 from the 29. Walker with Carthon in front of him, gets the block. Walker out of bounds along the near side. He's going to be short of the 1st down by 2 yards as he was run out at the 38-yard line of the New Jersey Generals.
Fred, that was the play they faked, only to the other side. On the first play of the game, it came out with a play-action pass instead. Now, this is what they really do best. They figured they better run it. Here we see it. Walker coming slightly downhill. He has his buddy out in front of him, number 33, and he's certainly every bit as much a key to make that play go, to get the corner turned. And it's not a long gain, but it's a 9-yarder. Pretty good.
So short yardage on the 2nd down. Carthon has the 1st down. Spinning up over the 45 to the 46-yard line. Strong safety Barney Bussey and free safety Mike Fox combining on the tackle of Maurice Carthon.
Barney Bussey is going to be a big factor in how well they can stop the running game. He's a strong safety. He reads that the play is coming inside. He's able to slip the block of Sam Bowers and try to tackle low because he's not as big as those big running backs. He's going to have to do a lot of tackling tonight to make the Memphis defense stand up. There he is right up on the line of scrimmage on this down.
1st and 10 for New Jersey from their own 45. Walker with the football, and Walker is stopped. A yard loss for Herschel Walker, snowed under by the Memphis Showboats, led by Alvin Clark, the defensive end. Calvin Clark, the defensive end. You see John Corker talking with the official there. Might have a hold coming up against the New Jersey Generals.
Holding for 58, offense.
Center Kent Hull caught that time.
Well, Kent has a big job in his hands tonight. Memphis has moved Reggie White, a 285-pounder, in to play nose tackle, and a great athlete besides. Kent Hull will be squared off against them all night, and in most situations, one-on-one. It's a tough, tough job for a fine football player.
So the ball is brought back to the 35-yard line of New Jersey as Walter Lewis looks on, hoping that his defensive team can hold the Generals right where they are and that the Boats can get the ball back in good field position. First and 20. For New Jersey from their own 35. Again, the shotgun for Flutie and the Generals. Carthen on the draw, and Maurice maybe to the line of scrimmage. And he was really hit down there by Calvin Clark once again.
Calvin Clark is playing right end tonight. They moved Sam Clancy over to left end. They could do that because White left his previous left end position and moved onto the nose. And here we can take a look at White, number 92, right in the nose of the center. Not driving him back as bad as he looks because it's a draw play, and they're luring him deep into the backfield and trying to break by him.
1-yard gain for Maurice Carthen. Ball advanced to the 36-yard line of New Jersey. Flutie to Walker. Walker bounding outside. Walker is hit and dropped finally by Mossy Cade. Short of the first down. They'll mark the football at the 49-yard line of the Memphis Showboats, so they still have 4 yards to go for New Jersey's first down.
Here we get another look at it. It's just a straight power play off the right side. Cawthorn having the block there on the outside linebacker and doing a superb job. And into the secondary goes Herschel, and if Mossy Cade hadn't made the tackle, it wouldn't have been a first down. It would have been a touchdown.
Call about a 16-yard gain for Herschel Walker that time. So we'll call it 3rd and 3 for New Jersey from the 48 of Memphis. The eye again Herschel Walker with the football. Walker has the first down, bangs in, and then inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Herschel Walker was hit by Mossy Cade and finally stopped.
You know, a little bit earlier in the quarter, Fred, you mentioned that the Generals have a better than 53% third down conversion ratio. That's tremendous. And the reason they do is because of their style of offense. They run so much on their early downs that on third down they have a very short distance to go more often than other teams which mix the pass in more.
Against Portland last week, they had a phenomenal 7% completion on their third down efficiency. First down for New Jersey from the 39 of Memphis. Tripped up this time was Herschel Walker. Nowhere, loss on the play. John Corker knifing through to tackle Herschel.
They need play like this from Corker. Here we see him starting to run to the open side of the field. Corker knifes in under the block of number 33 coming in from the left of the screen. They need play like this from Corker if they're heralded defenses to play well. Corker and Clancy, they've wanted to get a great deal of production from, and so far this year it's only been very modest.
Of course, first season of the USFL playing for Michigan, Corker was known as the sack man for his great sacking ability. Loss of 3 by Herschel Walker. 2nd and 13 for New Jersey. Flutie wants to throw. Incomplete. Intended for the tight end, Jeff Speck. Speck was covered out there by Mike Fox. And if you notice, Mike Fox and Jeff Speck had a little bit of a friendly conversation after the ball went flying by.
Again, that was a situation where they were blitzing the strong safety, Bussey. That means the free safety has to cover the tight end. Fox has come out on top twice now.
3rd down and 13. We'll see how that efficiency on 3rd down holds up now for the New Jersey Generals.
On 3rd and 13, they're not in 3rd and 13 very often. Pepper said he'd like to get them that way because he's going to blitz, he said, if they are 3rd and long.
We'll see here. Look at the line. Here they come. Just inching up. Flutie to throw. Here they come. Flutie lobs it in. Complete. The pass intended for Clarence Harmon, and the pressure of the Memphis Showboats came through. Coming in was Williams and Reggie White as they came around that left side going after Doug Flutie.
It was a line stunt. They faked a blitz, didn't do it, pulled out, but they stunted their lineman, got some pressure on. Flutie tried to dump it off to Clarence Harmon, who comes in passing situations, but with the pressure and trying to throw over those people, he overthrew the ball.
to see Henry Williams back at the 10-yard line for Memphis. Rick Partridge to boot the ball for the New Jersey Generals. Last time we had the block of the punt. Partridge will get away from his own 45.
This isn't a good time to rush a punter because you can run a fake in this position a lot.
Partridge angling, hits it at the 5 and bounces straight up and is down by Preston. Do they say he went into the end zone or not? I think they're going to give him credit at the 1-yard line. They'll mark it at the 2-yard line. So the Memphis Showboats will be working from very poor field position. 2:43 to play in the first quarter. Memphis, the New Jersey Generals, scoreless. Just a little bit under 6 minutes to play in the football game in this first half at the Liberty Bowl for a big crowd in Memphis, Tennessee tonight. The hometown Showboats scoreless against the New Jersey Generals. 3 wide receivers in the football game now for Memphis. The back split behind Walter Lewis on the 3rd and 10 from the 40 of New Jersey. By himself, Mosier, first down. Knocked out at the 6-yard line. Greg Mosier by Gregory Johnson. The high fives and the fireworks ignited here in Memphis.
Playing for an inside cut. They have a short man in the middle and a deep man in the middle. New Jersey does. That leaves everybody else one-on-one. An outside break is the right pattern. Mosier here will beat John Preston. It's tough for it's not Preston. It's number 26, Kerry Jessen. There was a pickoff on the play. They got tangled up. Excellent route. Puts them right down there in scoring position once again. They've been down here twice before, not quite this close.
Goal to go for Memphis. First down at the 6-yard line. Spencer with the football. Spencer heading to the goal line, stopped at the 3. James Lockett, the left defensive end for the New Jersey Generals, denying Tim Spencer the goal line.
Here we see him running to the right again. Tim Spencer has done a lot of work tonight carrying the ball. But Sam Clancy just moved. No, that's Lockett, I mean. Lockett just moved to at the defensive left end spot, plays off the block, and makes the stop.
Second and goal to go now for Memphis with 4.
Now do we have a big play we can score?
Did you hear Pepper sound like he said, now do we have a play that we can score on? Let's see if they can score here. Walter Lewis with flags down. Plenty of time into the end zone. Terrell for the touchdown, but we have flags all over the place. Flags thrown before Walter Lewis dropped back in the pocket, and then flags thrown as Rao made the reception in the end zone. And we have the official conference, and we'll have the official decision.
Illegal motion. Offense. Illegal contact. Number 26, defense. Penalties canceled.
So the penalties wash each other out, but it also washes out a touchdown.
And certainly it works to the advantage, definitely, of New Jersey. You know, Tim Spencer was in motion before the snap. However, it appeared from up here as if he was going laterally, which would not make that motion illegal.
So still,
if the official determined he was going forward, or another player was going, or he moved before they were set for a second, all of those things could contribute to a legal motion.
second and short yardage. Goal to go for Memphis. Lewis, short drop. Now keeps backpedaling. Pressure, lobs it to the end zone. No one there. Heavy pressure applied to Walter Lewis that time by the New Jersey Generals.
Lewis's favorite drop-back pass in the goal line situation has been the quick slant into Derek Crawford. And here he comes back looking for Derek on the quick slant in, but the defensive corner, Holmes, has taken very much of an inside position on Crawford. There's nothing there, so he just throws it away and doesn't take the sack. But he's back in a passing or with a Walter Lewis rollout situation right now, friend.
Third and goal to go for Memphis from the 3 of New Jersey. Still scoreless in the football game. 4:31 to play in the half. Dozier in motion. The roll by Lewis, lost it to the end zone. Incomplete. Derek Crawford trying to sky for the football, couldn't do it.
It was a pickoff play, a lot of motion on the right side. 3 receivers to that side, did a lot of crossing, tried to get their defenders to run into each other. And Crawford was wide open as he came out of that group. You see all the defenders bunched. He's open in the back of the end zone. It's overthrown, however. They're forced into another field goal situation. And as close as it is, it's just a PAT distance. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Alan Duncan here.
He's already missed 2 this evening. As you see, this is a chip shot for Duncan. Perfect in the campaign. Sunday against Baltimore, he was good from 32, and of course in the overtime from 35 to win it for the Showboats. This time, from 20 yards out, he gets it through, and the Memphis Showboats have taken the lead in the football game. 4:23 to play in the half. Memphis 3, the New Jersey Generals nothing. Scoring first half here at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis.
Well, they come from Memphis. They've racked up a lot of yards, 148 of them passing. Walter Lewis having a good night there, being 9 out of 15. Neither team has turned the ball over, but I think a blocked punt, although not officially called a turnover, really is one. Memphis doing one of the things they have to do, 17 minutes to 13 minutes in ball possession. That's a big, big figure.
The New Jersey Generals, as you see, have not gotten the ball into the end zone, and they've had a tough time maintaining the long drive, as you talked about, Marv, the time, maintaining possession of that football.
Yes, they've needed the long drive, and again, I think they need to break a big play sometime during the night, something else they haven't done.
The Memphis Showboats, on the other hand, have the 3 points on the board, their 3-0 lead. And as you see, they've had a couple of missed field goals. New Jersey missing 1 field goal. And we sit 3-0. You know, Herschel Walker's having a pretty good evening. He only needs 89 yards now, and he'll hit the 1,000-yard rushing mark for this 85 campaign. Walter Lewis playing very controlled football tonight for Walter Lewis.
Very disciplined. I talked with Charlie Waller, standing right there with Walter now, and he says that Waller is a very responsive player to coaching. He says he's not there yet as a disciplined pro quarterback, but he grows all the time, and Charlie has great faith in his continued development.
You talk about a disciplined football player and a very accommodating young man, number 34, Herschel Walker. Herschel's one of the guys you say, Herschel, can you be at a certain spot at a certain time? He is there, ready to go, no ifs, ands, or buts. And for a guy with his millionaire stature and all that he has to go through and has gone through in the United States Football League, it's kind of refreshing to see that in a young man.
It's a fine sense of modesty. It's not a phony sense. He's not putting on a front. He is a modest young man, and he's a very cooperative person, and he understands the value of publicity and of the public relations which accrue to the league in which he plays and to his team.
Alan Duncan teeing the football up for the Memphis Showboats. Duncan will be kicking off for Memphis. Waiting is Rod Pegues for the New Jersey Generals at the 5-yard line. The second half is underway, 3-0. Memphis has the lead. With the football is Pegues. The former quarterback at Oklahoma brings the ball up to the 34-yard line of the New Jersey Generals, where Doug Flutie and company will take over there. Duran Major making the stop for the Memphis Showboats. So Flutie, Walker, and the rest of the guys from New Jersey will be out to jam that football down the field and into the end zone as they trail 3-0. Broughton coming to the near side, bottom of your screen. Top of the screen is Clarence Collins. We have Carthon and Walker. Herschel gets the handoff, and Herschel gets into a wall as he crossed the 35-yard line, went to the 37, and among the tacklers there, Sam Clancy for the Memphis Showboats, number 90. Last season playing for the Pittsburgh Maulers, led the Maulers in sacks.
Here we see Clancy playing left end for the first time tonight, slipping off the block of Don Maggs and helping to stack it up along with a lot of his teammates on that one, putting the Generals in that second and longer yardage type of situation.
2nd and 8 from the New Jersey 37. Flutie, short drop, throw, pass complete to Clarence Collins. Collins spun out by Mossy Cade. at about the 40-yard line. Mossy Cade from Texas, an All-America for the Longhorns, a #1 draft pick of the San Diego Chargers. His rights acquired from Oklahoma by the Memphis Showboats.
He closed very fast after that ball was thrown. He'd been given a moderate cushion, short out pattern, but Cade closed very quickly, and there was no more yardage gained after the catch.
5 yards to go for the first down for New Jersey on a 3rd down from their own 40. Carthon and Walker stacked in the eye. Sidearm pitch downfield for the first down. The reception made by Walter Broughton. Broughton has the first down, and he was tackled by Leonard Coleman immediately, but a first down for New Jersey.
Here's Flutie on a sprint out behind both of his big backs. This is the first big league throw of this game, but it's a beauty. He stepped up into the throw, and Broughton ran a good route, something that they have been complained they haven't done well. Corker now starting to try to contain. Herschel Walker staying in his face, staying high so that Corker can't vault over him, something he does very well. Good block by Herschel, helped make the play go.
42-yard line of Memphis is where the football rests. 1st and 10 for New Jersey. 3:17 to play in the 3rd quarter. Walker with a pitch, gets the block from Carthon, and Walker lunges forward over the 40 to the 37-yard line.
Again, we get another look at it. It's that patented toss to Herschel Walker. Maurice Carthon blocking out in front, but a lot of pursuit gets over there. Memphis tonight is playing more zone defense than usual. The reason, you get better pursuit off the zone, and you also get a better chance to contain Flutie if he starts to run. Your receivers haven't run off man-to-man.
2nd down from the 38 of Memphis for the Generals. Flutie, quick drop. Rifles the ball downfield in the end zone for the touchdown to Walter Broughton. Leonard Coleman beaten by the speedy Broughton. Clarence Harmon and Broughton high-fiving, and I do mean high, skying as they hit their palms together in the end zone. So New Jersey has taken the lead 6-3.
Flutie backing up. He gets an inside blitz by Barney Bussey, #8, up the middle. So he comes out to the side. Broughton all alone in the middle. It looks like Coleman should have had him man-to-man. Very difficult to tell. He was so far off of him. I have to feel that he was playing a zone in that area, although you don't play a zone when you get a safety blitz.
Flutie beat him for his 10th touchdown pass of the season. Ruzek to add the extra point. It's now a 7-3 New Jersey lead as the second half has just begun. 12:27 to play in the 3rd quarter. New Jersey on top of Memphis now, 7-3. Well, a 37-yard touchdown pass from Doug Flutie to Walter Broughton has just given New Jersey a 7-3 lead. Just underway here in the second half at the Liberty Bowl before a big crowd in the Mid-South at Memphis. Roger Ruzek to tee the football up for the Generals. Back deep, Henry Williams for the Memphis Showboats, standing at the 5-yard line. So Ruzek, as you see, with the multicolored shoe there. Kicks it. Williams takes it at the 4, to the 10, to the 15. Williams to the 20, to the 30. Williams down at the 35-yard line. Look for a minute there, Marv, that he was going to break it.
Yes, he ran the ball back upfield very well. He started to his left and sliced straight up the field.
Kyle Borland making the tackle on the kickoff. Now here's the touchdown pass, the 10th of the season by Doug Flutie.
Flutie backing out. Walker helps pick up the blitz against #8 up the middle. Now he sets his feet well. Broughton is all alone. There's no one in center field. Coleman closes in late, but he was nowhere near him when the ball was launched.
Walter Broughton, a touchdown recipient. The man at the helm of the Showboats now, of course, Walter Lewis. Lewis fakes the handoff to Spencer, throws over the middle, batted down by Maurice Clemens. Clemens looked like he really didn't know that football was coming to him and just instinctively hit it down.
Well, we'll get another look at it and see. Clemens dropping back on the play as Lewis delivers the ball. Clemens now, who had been dropping the other way, tries to pivot and knock it down. He pulls his hand in. I don't think he jammed his finger on it, but he made the play and he's okay now.
2nd and 10. Let's go with the 35 for the Boats. Spencer. He goes nowhere. Lockett, James Lockett was there to tumble Spencer to the natural surface here at the Liberty Bowl.
Lockett very quick. He's caught people from behind several times tonight. Earlier, Lewis, this is Spencer on an underneath handoff where he fakes up the middle and then breaks to the outside, but Lockett coming all the way from the other side gets a picture-perfect tackle, wrapping Tim Spencer up.
Loss on the play of a yard. 3rd and 11. 11:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. New Jersey 7, Memphis 3. Memphis with the football, 3rd and 11 from their own 35. Lewis to put it up again, or Willie? He's going to run. Waller fakes the toss. Now is stopped at the 38-yard line. A flag is down. Face mask looks like the call. Coming over to make the hit, Frank Mattias. I don't know whether Mattias got his hand wrapped around the face protector of Lewis, but the official was right there in front of the play and fired that flag down.
Grasping the face mask. 5 yards. Number 27 defense.
So they call it against Gregory Johnson. Let's watch it.
Lewis, who has all season long scrambled so well and likes to do so when he sees that crease again, feels his receivers are covered, breaks up the middle. The rush had been shunted to the outside, fakes a pass to try and get the defenders to fall off rather than converge on him. They do a good job of converging.
And you saw the pull right there by Gregory Johnson.
Gregory Johnson got his hand on it.
And you saw Gregory's reaction when he slapped both hands against his helmet when he knew he was caught.
Now, unless it's flagrant, it should not be an automatic first down.
They marked it up 5 yards up to the 44-yard line, and it should be 3rd down and 2, a long 2, and that's exactly what we had. 3rd and 2 for the Showboats. Fake handoff. Lewis has the first down. Lewis sprinting into New Jersey territory, pulled down from behind at the 39-yard line. Let's call it the 40-yard line of New Jersey. Mike Weddington grabbing Walter Lewis and pulling him down. Lewis has taken off 3 times tonight on the run for 21 yards. He has it 1st and 10 from the New Jersey 40 for his Memphis Showboats. Spencer with the football. Spencer 5, 6, 7, 8 yards on the carry. Tackled by Bobby Leopold, the veteran from Notre Dame.
Spencer running very hard on a good classic off-tackle play. Blocking for him as well. The hole opens. John Preston comes in and ducks his shoulder a little bit. Here's Gary Shirt, number 87, double teaming with David Huffman against Lockett, who's been giving him trouble. When you double a man like that and do it that well, you're going to get that hole that we just saw.
I think I could have run through that hole and picked up 8 yards.
I'll have to think about that a little while.
2nd and 2 for Memphis at the 32. Again, Spencer. Spencer bouncing outside, trying to face and getting him was Mike Weddington. Weddington just would not let the jersey of Timmy Spencer go and pulled him down from behind.
Well, Weddington,
but it should be good enough for the first down.
Another one. Weddington, with the injury to John Joyce now, is their number 1 tackler on the season. And he's a little bit of a underrated guy. Makes a lot of plays. You don't hear his name a lot, but he's doing a good job again tonight.
9:16 to play in quarter number 3 at the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. The Showboats with the football, trailing the ball game to New Jersey 7-3. Behind the quarterback, Walter Lewis. Moser to the bottom part of your screen. Lewis to throw, looking downfield, fires the pass, incomplete, intended for Moser at the 15. And we have a flag at the 10. John Preston could be called here, number 25.
Pass interference. Number 25 defense. First down.
John Preston, the culprit that time. And it's a first down for the Memphis Showboats.
Here Lewis finds Moser. He's been looking around for him. Preston closes in tough on the ball. He had his eyes on it all the way, and of course I'm one of those coaches who feels that pass interference is called too easily. I guess within the framework of how the rule book is, that is pass interference. But I think too much advantage goes to the pass receiver the way the rules are written.
I don't think Greg Mosier feels that way at this point.
No, I'm sure he doesn't.
Now the ball brought down to the 14-yard line. And we have the penalty coming up here. Apparently unsportsmanlike conduct coming against the New Jersey Generals. And this will march the ball inside the 10-yard line to the 7.
I don't think someone on their team liked the way that rule was written either.
Right.
Fred.
So the penalties hurting the New Jersey Generals and very much helping the Memphis Showboats on this drive. First down and 2 for Memphis from the 7. Spencer with the blocker in front to the 5-yard line, maybe the first down. Kyle Borland was there. Out in front throwing the block for Timmy Spencer was Anthony Parker.
They like to run to that right in sure run situations. They like to give it to Tim Spencer. They like to run over there behind David Huffman, and on the right side, Ken Smith. Now they've got Louis Sharp in at left tackle. He's been doing a very good job of pass protection tonight, by the way, where we see that Memphis, a team often sacked, hasn't been sacked much. Here's a key play, however.
Second down and less than 1 actually at the 5-yard line of New Jersey.
Good play pass situation.
Spencer with the football, the first down. Spencer to the end zone. Touchdown! Tim Spencer has just given the Memphis Showboats the 9-7 lead.
Here we see him over that right side. Starting over the right side at least, cutting back where he sees the hole. Gregory Johnson gets his shoulder on him, but Spencer keeps fighting his way in, reaches the white stripe, and that's a touchdown. But again, they wanted to take it over Smith and Huffman.
Alan Duncan to try to tack on the 10th point of the night for Memphis. He is through. 7:49 to play in this third quarter. The Memphis Showboats leading the New Jersey Generals now 10-7. Now the Memphis Showboats have jumped out again to the 3-point advantage thanks to the first touchdown of the season for Tim Spencer.
First touchdown of the season, only the second by a running back other than Walter Lewis, who's not a running back. That had great, for Spencer, going into the touchdown, that had great psychological impact. That has to help Tim Spencer, and it certainly had to help the Showboats to come right back after a New Jersey score.
Duncan kicks a short one. The ball taken at the 21 by Harmon. Harmon on the move, up over the 35. Harmon to the 38-yard line, tackled around the waist there by Steve Bearden. Timmy Spencer very happy to finally get into that pay dirt territory of the end zone. Well, we say hi to you too, Timmy, saying hi to everybody. Sometimes I wonder if these guys don't write down who they're going to say hi to if they score a touchdown. Hi, Aunt Jane. Hi, Uncle Tom.
Well, that's a big, big lift for that young man. He's worked hard to come back from a serious injury. This would give him great confidence.
Now, the fans here are really enthused. They're high now as Doug Flutie and the Generals have the football. Herschel Walker gets the pitch from Flutie, trying to go outside right on the 1st and 10 from the 38. He is then stopped by the Memphis Showboats and Steve Hammond after a gain of about 4.
Here's a replay, the old student body right sweep. It's good blocking, but Herschel Walker can make a lot of yardage on his own. Give a lot of credit to his offensive line, he should, but unless there's a Herschel Walker running back there, they won't look that good.
Ball's at the 43-yard line of New Jersey. trailing by 3. Bootleg by Flutie. He's going to come with it to the 45. Flutie sliding out of bounds at the 47-yard line. He's going to be shy of the first down by a yard. So it'll be again third down and short yardage for the New Jersey Generals, 3rd and 1. And when you have a backfield of Carthon and Walker and Flutie, that's a nice position to be in.
It certainly is, Fred. I'll tell you, Doug Flutie is an outside threat when he's got those great inside threats to complement him.
6:41 to play in the third quarter. New Jersey, 3rd and 1 from their own 47-yard line. Doug Flutie with Carthon and Walker the eye in motion respect to the near side. Walker with the first down and more. Walker still on his feet. What a run by Herschel Walker to the 45-yard line of Memphis. Walker just would not be stopped.
He's playing with a lot of fury and a lot of frenzy.
Mossy Kane
another
finally
look
making
at him,
the
I
tackle.
understand, here in just a moment. Very, very durable back. Walker taking it again. Makes a good cut in the backfield. You see him bumped once, twice, again.
Still driving.
Great straight hit, knocking those defenders off of him. Mike Fox, he knocks off. Mossy Cade finally hangs on. Reggie White has to come in. Everybody was in on that tackle that time except Pepper Rogers.
Again, Herschel Walker with the football as he runs toward the 1,000-yard mark. Walker out of bounds at the 39-yard line of Memphis. Gain of 6 for Herschel.
So many third down and short to very modest yardage situations for the Generals.
2nd down and 4. Pepper Rogers, fingers crossed that his Showboats can protect the lead. Pepper looks very studious there. Ball at the 39 of Memphis. Carthon with the football. Reese has to get to the 35 for a first down. He stopped 1 yard shy at the 36 by John Porter. Herschel Walker over the 100-yard mark tonight. 17 carries for 101 yards.
Kent Hall and Reggie White in the middle, locked up. Number 58 in the white, 92 in the red, in the middle of your screen. Hall does a good job. White does well enough to keep a big hole from opening and getting some good quick help from his linebackers Steve Hammond and Mike Grant. Hammond playing fine football in the middle since he re-entered the lineup after being on the bench at the start of the season.
Reggie White, the big guy, 6'6", 284 from the University of Tennessee. There's the little guy, 5'9 3/4, Doug Flutie, who hands off to Herschel Walker, who has the first down. Walker inside the 35 to the 33, maybe to the 32-yard line. Fans getting a little bit excited because Herschel momentarily lost control of the football.
Again, we get another look at 92 in red. Reggie White firing out. He takes a side this time. They were bringing number 33, the fullback, in to double on him, something they have to do to handle the big fella. But his charge, which was the charge the defense directed him to take, helped accomplish that. They were counting on Calvin Clark to come down from the outside and plug the hole.
Reggie White now out of the ball game. Brett Williams in at nose tackle. Quarterback Flutie to throw on the first down. Over the middle, the pass complete to the tight end Speck. Speck fumbles the football, rolling loose. It may have been recovered by New Jersey for an advantage at the 5-yard line. Coming up with the football, Walter Broughton. Broughton, who has a touchdown reception, the man of the hour this time for the New Jersey Generals, saving the turnover.
It was a zone defense being played. Flutie looks around, finds Speck wide open down the middle and hits him perfectly right in the pads. Speck's carrying the ball well, but we get Leonard Coleman poking the ball out with his left hand, and Walter Broughton helps save them there, and they're right down on the 6-yard line, seeking to retake the lead.
Goal to go. First down for New Jersey. Walker, pitch to the right side. Herschel around Bussey. And Herschel out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Mike Fox running Herschel Walker out. Walker turned on the jets to get around number 8, Barney Bussey, along that right side. 1-yard gain for Herschel Walker. Ball resting at the 5-yard line of Memphis. 2nd and goal to go for New Jersey. Trailing in the football game with 3:13 to play in the third quarter by a 10-7 score. That could change momentarily, however. Cawthon is the lone setback. He gets the handoff, release to the 1-yard line.
Generals lined up in what really was a passing type of formation. Spread wide receivers, only one back in the backfield. Pivot and gives the ball to Maurice Cawthon. Hurdles the line and can't quite get in. There's that ever-present Barney Bussey keeping him from sliding in. And that young man is doing a yeoman's task on defense.
Also helping out on that tackle, a very familiar name to football fans, John Banaszak. 3rd and goal. From inside the 1 for New Jersey. Will it be Walker or will it be Cawthon? No, it's going to be Doug Flutie. Touchdown number 5 on the ground for Doug Flutie.
Great outside run with that inside threat. You had to stack to stop it inside with Cawthon and Herschel Walker as potential ball carriers. Flutie pivots, rides the ball into Cawthon. It isn't even really a good fake by Cawthon, but just the moves draw the defense, and it's just a cakewalk into the end zone.
And the Generals now have a 13-10 lead over Memphis.
I get some good shots.
Very little scoring in the first half, but boy, we've seen some excitement here in the second.
3 straight long scoring drives. Start the second half.
Bruzak to the uprights, and it is good, but flags down. Let's see what the official gives us here.
They're going to call Bussey on roughing the kicker, but he was blocked into him, I think.
Let's see.
The try is good. Not the kicker. 5 yards will be penalized on the kickoff. Timeout.
So it was, as you called it, against Bussey. 2:28 to play in the 3rd quarter here in Memphis. The Showboats now trail the New Jersey Generals 14-10. 15 minutes remaining in regulation play here at the Liberty Bowl. As you see, just 4 points separating New Jersey from Memphis. The Showboats with the football, 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line. Walter Lewis, the quarterback. Gives it off to Tim Spencer. Spencer, rather than cutting outside, cut back. Brought it to the 44-yard line of the Showboats. In that 3rd quarter, New Jersey came on scoring 14 points. And you can see there that the total yards are identical, but yet they outscored Memphis in that 3rd quarter.
Neither team turning the ball over tonight. Again, the block punt I still remember.
Second and 6 for the Showboats from their own 45-yard line. Lewis again on the scramble with a 1st down into New Jersey territory. Stopped at the 45-yard line by Kyle Borland. But a 1st down for Memphis.
You asked Fred about are they containing Lewis, and of course that play to start. I said the 4th quarter would tell. Here's Kyle Borland, number 50 in white, dropping back for the pass, which is shown. Now reacting once Lewis starts to run. Lewis had put a move on him there. Borland is able to get in on the tackle, along with Kenny Johnson and one other white-shirted teammate.
Still a 1st down for Memphis at the 45-yard line of New Jersey. Walter Lewis enjoying success on the ground tonight. His team trailing 14-10, just underway 4th quarter. Lewis to put it up. Some pressure. Lewis is going to be dropped. Snowed under. Doing the dance is Frank Lockett. Jim Byrne also down there. And Walter Lewis just getting up.
It's a play-action pass, which is fine. 1st and 10. Pepper holding his developing headache. The fake there to Tim Spencer on a run they've used a lot. An inside charge there by Clark. An outside blitz also coming from John Miller in the game. Didn't start, but now playing some linebacker.
And Walter Lewis has been sacked 31 times this season.
That's number 31 right there. 2 more with Mike Kelly in there.
So we have long yardage on 2nd down for the Showboats. Now at their own 40-yard line. Again a hit. The ball loose, rolling free. Picked up by Bobby Leopold. Leopold to the 10-yard line. The bouncing ball, brought it to the 10, where it'll be first down for New Jersey.
An unblocked player came from the outside, from the left side on Lewis. Back is turned. He has no vision on it. And here we see
Maurice Clemens.
Clemens, number 59, on the stunt. Ball popped free. Clemens wisely holds on to him. Tim Spencer makes a tackle to save a touchdown, delivers a blow to the head to do it.
Now the ball is placed at the 11-yard line, so the New Jersey Generals could possibly pick up a first down before crossing the goal line. First and 10 for the Generals. Herschel Walker, the lone setback, has the football. Walker still charging to the 6-yard line. Picked up 5. Herschel Walker did. He was finally tackled. Reggie White making the hit and the stop.
Just a straight ahead shot on a one-back set, Fred, to Herschel Walker. You see him being hit, being stopped. Those legs continue to move. Finally, somebody gets in and hits him squarely enough to take him down.
Calvin Clark also helping out on the tackle. Second down for New Jersey. Maurice Carthon outside right. Carthon to the 3-yard line. Steve Hammond from Wake Forest making the tackle for Pepper Rogers Memphis Showboats. 11:32 to play in the football game. New Jersey leading 14-10. However, they are knocking once again on touchdown door.
3rd and 2, another one of those situations where that inside fake and then keep by Flutie is feasible.
Carthon and Walker in the eye. The deep back is Walker. Walker charging to the goal line to the 1.
He may have made a first down, however.
First down, right. Herschel no longer running with the shoulder miseries that plagued him last year. He's just charging forward. Mike Grant and Barney Bussey feeling the shock of the big guy hitting them, but they stopped him before the goal line.
Walker running hard up over his right side, over Wayne Harrison, Don Maggs in that line, and again using so much of his own power and strength and balance. Balance is the big factor that Herschel has.
Now we're going to have the measurement to see if it will be goal to go on first down for New Jersey. First down and goal to go from the 1-yard line for the New Jersey Generals. They lead in the football game 14-10. Doug Flutie has thrown a 37-yard touchdown pass and run one in for the New Jersey Generals. Flutie, of course, the Boston College great, setting NCAA records, passing yards and total offense. Gives it off to Herschel Walker. Herschel hurdling to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Not agreeing was Mossy Cade. However, the official said touchdown New Jersey, and the Generals now lead 20-10.
Here we see the patented goal line play. Carthon leading Walker up over the right side. Walker hurdles. He's definitely broken the plane of the goal line, even though he's thrown back afterwards. It is a touchdown. Again, line firing out low. Walker up and over. The linebacker trying to jump to meet him in there, but to no avail.
I'm always amazed at how high Herschel Walker can get in the air to hurdle over that line. Bruzek with a kick toward the uprights, and it's good. So the Generals now lead by 11 with 10:53 to play in the football game here at the Liberty Bowl. So it's now the New Jersey Generals 21, the Memphis Showboats 10. Bruzek to kick the football back deep. Henry Williams, the lone safety for Memphis. A high kick. Williams circles from the end zone to the 5 to take it to the 10. Bounces outside at the 20 to the 25. And the lone man to stop him at the 30-yard line. Saving tackle made by New Jersey's Kenny Johnson. They expected a big crowd tonight here at the Liberty Bowl. The stadium holds a little bit over 50,000. And there we have a nice attendance, 44,339. As you see, the top attendance so far this season for the Showboats.
Well, last week and then starting this weekend, again tonight, attendance has really perked up.
Well, we talked a little bit about the fact that Mr. Mike Kelly might come into this football game, and there we have him, taking the place of Walter Lewis at quarterback for the Memphis Showboats. Kelly, the more classic of the drop-back passers, hands off to Spencer. Spencer nowhere. He is wrapped up by Bobby Leopold and Emmanuel Weaver.
Weaver and Matty Ace sharing the nose tackle duties tonight, pulling in for injured Tom Woodland. And they're both, between the two of them, they're doing a good job holding up in there.
Oh, we mentioned Tom Woodland. He underwent arthroscopic surgery to his left knee earlier this week. He will be out at least 4 weeks for the New Jersey Generals. Here's Mike Kelly, who played his college football under Pepper Rogers at Georgia Tech, third-year pro. Ball at the 29-yard line of Memphis. Pass complete. Crawford shy of the first down, however, as he was tackled at the 39-yard line, stopped by Donnell Daniel and Jerry Holmes.
Here we see Louis Sharp at left tackle in red, number 67, dropping back and doing a good job of screening off, staying on very good balance, pass protection. He's been doing a good job of pass protection tonight, but here in the second half, they've been relieving him some because his condition level is not as good as players who've been going ever since the training camp.
He's just signed Wednesday as a free agent from the NFL St. Louis Cardinals. First down, Harry Sidney picking it up for the Showboats, spinning his way up over the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Walter Lewis giving some signals there to Mike Kelly.
Walter had a good game. Pepper just felt that if he had to come back from behind in more certain passing situations tonight, that Mike Kelly fits that role better. Walter Lewis is a team player. He's over there. He's very much in the game, sending signals in, and he'll be back and play a lot more. Not necessarily tonight.
First and 10 for Memphis from their own 44. Kelly to put the ball skyward. Throws downfield. Incomplete off the extended arm of Mark Rowell. Kelly really can't believe that one went incomplete. John Preston defending the strong safety.
Well, this is a tough situation where you know you have to throw. You start racking up a lot of passes. You're trying to get back in the game. You hope you don't throw an interception. You hope you don't get sacked. You hope you don't hold. It's hope time, and it's tough to be in this situation. And, of course, the big turnover down there, which allowed New Jersey to go in, has made the game this way. 21-10 is a lot different than 14-10. More than just 7 points.
Second down, 10 from the 44 of Memphis for the Showboats. 8:17 to play in the football game, regulation time. Kelly, quick pop, complete to Rowell this time. Rowell up over the 50 to the 49-yard line of New Jersey. Again, John Preston, who played his college football at Central State in Oklahoma, to stop Rowell. Shy of the first down by a good 4 yards.
He read a safety blitz on that and just hit a quick outlet receiver. The tight end who ran out into the flat. You don't figure you're going to gain a lot of yards just by hitting him, but everybody's one-on-one, and if a big tight end can bounce off of a tackle by the strong safety, then he can go a long way.
So the third down, and let's call it the long 3 for Memphis at the 49-yard line of New Jersey. Mosier, top of the screen split. Kelly, long count, fires the ball. It's complete. Reception, Ricky Porter having the first down for the Memphis Showboats at the 39-yard line of New Jersey. Ricky Porter, the second-year pro from Slippery Rock, makes the big catch for the first down.
You know, here's what you tell when you tell what your team is like. Late in the ball game, you're losing, and your 2 backup running backs are in there. Ricky Porter and Anthony Parker both in the ball game, and you got to count on them to come through. The good teams have players like that who come off the bench.
Mike Kelly having a good evening so far. His team trailing by 11 with 6:52 to play. Mosier again, split top of the screen. Eye behind Kelly. Fake handoff. Kelly looking long. Fires over the middle, complete to Mosier. Mosier downfield inside the 10, slashed down at the 7-yard line. Greg Mosier and Mike Kelly, who last week connected for a key 40-yard reception to set up the winning field goal against Baltimore in overtime, come through again tonight.
Kelly drops back. Mosier slanting in, now running a crossing pattern from at the middle of this screen. I like the way he runs as he heads right up for pay dirt, hopes to break a tackle and get in. He's one of those so-called possession receivers who runs pretty darn well after he catches the ball.
Mosier tonight, you see it perfect at the century mark with just 3 catches. First and goal to go from the 8 for Memphis. Hand off to Porter. Porter cuts back to the 5-yard line. That's it. Ricky Porter was waived by the Baltimore Stars earlier this season, picked up by the ever-alert Memphis Showboat general manager Steve Earhart. In the National Football League, Porter saw duty with the Detroit Lions and the Colts. Second and goal to go now from the 5-yard line. Crawford splitting to the right side, to the top of your screen, down to the near side. Back split. Kelly looking left, throws to the end zone. The pass incomplete. The intended receiver was knocked down in the end zone.
Well, those kickoff plays, you get a lot of people in the same place and feet get tangled up, and that's exactly what happened. I think it was Ricky Porter, number 26, who got his feet tangled, fell down, the ball went sailing through the area where Mike Kelly expected him to be. However,
we got a call coming up against Emmanuel Weaver. Roughing the passer.
You don't get many yards on it down here, but you get more than that. You get a first down.
And the Memphis Showboats need that with 5:13 to play in the football game. They trail 21-10.
They need a touchdown. They're down by 11.
Goal to go for Memphis from the 3-yard line of New Jersey, and it's a first down. Kelly again. First and goal to go. Porter trying to get outside. Cuts back. Good tackle that time. James Lockett would not allow Ricky Porter to head to the goal line. Lockett just stopped him cold and then threw him down.
Lockett has done a great job on defense all night. He's playing out there over David Huffman, 56, who does a good job of blocking, but you have to maintain that block so long. You see Lockett fight his way off, and as Huffman comes out there, a little bit too late to help, but you can only maintain that block for so long.
Lockett will have to grade out very well on the game film.
If I'm looking at the film, he would.
Second and goal. Again, springing toward the goal line was Anthony Parker. This time he is stopped at about the 1.
Again, they try to run it up over that right side with Huff and Ken Smith, where they've tended to go when they needed yardage. A little bit surprised, well, not to see Tim Spencer in there in this situation unless he's incapacitated. Just about, as you see, Kelly signaling a foot or so to go.
On a third down coming up, you mentioned Spencer.
There he is.
I think Pepper Rogers heard you because he sent him into the football game.
Well, that's good. Now that he's in there, I'd have the quarterback run a sneak.
Let's see.
With that far to go on third down.
Now the quarterback waving for some silence is Mike Kelly. We'll see if he does run the sneak or if it's Timmy Spencer that gets the football. Handoff. Trying again to fight for the goal line. Was he in? Anthony Parker. And he is in. Touchdown.
Good effort by Parker. One other thing that Spencer does well, maybe that's why he did put him in, he is a good blocker. Very good blocker. He's a big man, 220 pounds. Here we see hitting up over the left side this time. Just a straight old handoff. Number 37, Holmes, coming in off the corner unblocked. Very close. He reached out.
Did he get that?
Score. I'd like to see it again.
I'd like to see that again because I don't know if he made the goal line.
Very close. If he jabbed that ball before his knees hit the ground and it crossed the goal line.
I don't know.
How could we?
Well, from that one view, it did not look like he got in, but then again, angles could be funny, and we're going to have a call.
Oh, well, we'll get another look.
Yes, we will. We'll see whether Walt Michaels. Let's watch this play again. You know, the coaches on their...
Here we...
Let's watch it. Now let's watch. Does he get the ball to the goal line? That's still not over. Is it over yet? I don't know.
Touchdown.
By the nose of the football.
Yes, touchdown. If it touches the line. Now, the officials are only supposed to look by league rule at one angle.
And which one did they look at?
That would be, I hope they looked at that angle. That's the only one that's going to tell, really, because it's the only one that has a straight cross-section shot.
Well, so far this season, this is the 25th call made by a coach for a judgment from the box up here by the USFL representative. So far, the coaches have come away victorious 3 times.
It's, what is it, 22 to 3?
Well, right now it's
21.
24. We'll find out if it's
Play
25.
stands as ruled. The touchdown count. New Jersey is charged with a timeout.
Well, the USFL judge up here ruled in favor of the Memphis Showboats, and it looks there that the ball just gets over the line right there.
Remember, fans, the ball just has to touch the line. It does not have to cross the line. It doesn't have to break the plane of the front of the line, the infield part of the line.
That imaginary plane that we hear
The
about.
old imaginary plane, that's right.
Well, now the Showboats are within 5 of tying New Jersey, 21-16, 3:43. And it looks like the Showboats will go for the 2 possibly. You think?
Yes, I would think so. Go for 2. Oh, it's almost a certainty in my opinion. They make the 2, of course, they have a chance for a field goal to tie it. If they kick the point, they still need a touchdown to win. So if you miss the 2-pointer, you're going to need a touchdown to win.
Well, let's see what Mike Kelly has received from the sidelines as the call here on a 2-point try.
I'm going to guess play pass.
And you got it, but it's going to be a play run for the 2 points. Things are getting very interesting here, Marv Levy.
Into the corner of that end zone.
3:43 to play in the football game, regulation time. New Jersey 21, Memphis 18. Having a great time here tonight. Their team trailing by a field goal, and the big word right now for Memphis is defense.
Well, it has to be, and they're going against his strong, dominating running team. If they can stop them, that's the only way they're going to get the chance to try and pull it out as the clock runs down.
Flutie to Walker, as you might expect. Walker barreling through for at least 8 yards. Herschel stopped at the 24-yard line by Mike Fox. And with Walker getting the football, that quiets the crowd rather quickly.
Here they come, up over the left side. Behind Vince Stroth and Doug Mackey. Walker again, that balance, I keep referring to it because that's what impresses me more than any other single attribute that Herschel Walker has.
Herschel Walker, 9 yards on that carry. 2:40 to play in the 4th quarter here. See another 100-yard night for Herschel Walker. Carthon with the football, first down to the 29-yard line. Clock rolling down with 2:21 to play. Not letting Maurice get up, and as Clark and Carthon wrestle for that football, the clock continues to roll.
Well, New Jersey won't call another play unless they'll make Memphis call a timeout if indeed they want to stop the clock.
2:09 remaining. I don't know how coaches can do it. On the sidelines there you saw Pepper Rogers. I don't know how every coach doesn't have an ulcer about the size of it. I don't know. How can you guys do it, Marv Levy?
Every coach does have an ulcer that size, Brent. That's issued equipment. But Memphis just called a timeout. 9 seconds to go till the 2-minute warning. And people might say, why are you calling a timeout? 9 seconds, the clock is going to stop. But to call the timeout now, you force the opponents to use a down. And then 9 seconds later, the clock will stop and a down will have been used. True, you've given up a first down, but you've used up that time. If it had been 2nd and 1, it looked like you're going to make the first down anyway, you shouldn't call it. But it's a 1st and 10, it's a good call.
Well, Pepper Rogers has written a book called 4th and Long Gone. The movie rights to that book obtained by Burt Reynolds. I guess Pepper Rogers earlier this week was questioned about the pressure of being a coach. He says, what the heck? He says, if I get fired as a coach, I got a book and a big hit movie that'll be coming out. So, you know, he looks on the bright side of things.
Well, he does. But right now, he's trying to figure out how do we stop Herschel Walker and Carthon, but also multiplying his problem. When is Flutie going to fake that ball and run him inside and keep it and rumble for 35 yards down the sideline?
Well, speaking of Doug Flutie, this week during practice, Pepper Rogers donned a New Jersey Generals helmet, a Doug Flutie number 22 jersey, and ran the offense against his, what would you call it, scout team offense against his defense. And he said that he did pretty well for a slow white guy, is the way he put it.
He only put in one rule, no tackling.
Herschel Walker. Look at the squirting effort by Walker to the 35-yard line. Bussey and Fox, and we have the 2-minute warning.
Here we see Walker again. I believe it's John Corker who comes slicing in from the right of your screen, contacts him in the backfield, trying to get under Carthon's block, but Walker's able to maintain his feet and lunge forward. He is really competing.
2 minutes to go in the football game. New Jersey 21, Memphis 18. Your seat time here at the Liberty Bowl if you're a Memphis Showboats fan. Nail-biting time if you're a fan of the New Jersey Generals. The Generals clinging to a 3-point lead. 2 minutes to play in this football game. Regulation time. Herschel Walker barreling through, and Walker could have gone all the way had he not lost his footing.
Well, he had such great forward lean seeking to make that first down that he ran. When he burst into the open, he stumbled forward. Here's the offensive line coming off the ball, clearing a good hole. You see him stumbling, trying to maintain his balance, lunging forward. Has the first down, another big chunk of yardage, and Fred, he must be getting close to 1,000 on the season.
Well, before that carry, he was just 26 yards shy of that 1,000-yard mark. It's hard to believe the first game of the season he was held to just 6 yards by Birmingham. The lowest total as a pro.
They shouldn't have got him mad like that.
At the 48-yard line of New Jersey, the Generals have it. Herschel Walker with a football. Into Memphis territory, you hear the call by Memphis for the timeout. And we're going to have the timeout called by the Showboats. Saving the clock. They trail by 3, 21-18, 1:20 to play in the football game. So it's the Generals leading by the field goal, 21-18. Guess who has that football? Herschel Walker needing just 10 yards for the 1,000. He's got 1,000 yards and more this season as he goes down for a first down at the 25-yard line of Memphis. Reggie White making the tackle. We'll see how Herschel Walker makes his third straight 1,000-yard rushing season in the USFL.
That's an inside play. Starts up over the left side. The defense converges so much that Herschel stops, bounces outside, stops only a minute, makes a good move on Bussey, who tries to tackle him low. Grant takes a shot, and finally Reggie White tracks him down.
So Herschel on the season, as you see, 1,006 yards. They spot that football at the 27-yard line, under a minute to play. Of course, the clock working very much to the disadvantage of the Memphis Showboats. They want that turnover right now, and Elise Carthon is hit in the backfield by Barney Bussey, but he does not cough up the football. The heavy-hitting Barney Bussey.
Here they give the ball to Carthon. They have Walker on the bench. They're not going to give it to a back who just entered the game. Bussey is blitzing from the outside. They're throwing everything they have at him now, and he makes a stop. But that clock continues to run. Showboats are out of timeouts. And the amazing thing about this drive to me, Fred, has been that they ran it all inside. They never had to go outside once. They never had to toss the ball. All he has to do is fall down now, and they've got the game.
Well, you see him getting in that close, tight-knit formation. And that will be the ball game. The New Jersey Generals improve their record to 6 wins, 3 losses, while the Memphis Showboats drop on the season now to 4 wins, 5 losses. There it is, the end of the football game with the final score. The New Jersey Generals over the Memphis Showboats before more than 44,000 at the Liberty Bowl, 21-18.